Definitely there, David. Thank you. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the three.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding up.
6 on the shot clock. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morris outside. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Out to Morris. Outside Jackson. Misses the through.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And the pass to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Fires from deep. And slammed down by Gobert.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Morris outside. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And it's Leonard, top of the key. With the shot. Gobert pulls it in.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Edwards against George. Towns for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Down low. Here's Morris. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact. Now going to the line to try and add one more.
And that one misses.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Jackson. Here's George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get. This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Edwards against George. Morris passes to George. And George with the stop.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Russell against Jackson. Up top, Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Morris kicks to Zubats. Jackson in the corner to the paint. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Morris. A fader. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Edwards looking it over. Right wing. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. So that'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jackson kicks to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 from Leonard. Here's Zubats. Tries again.
One of the most impactful defenders in the game. Gobert's long arms put fear in the hearts of shooters.
And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's Leonard from 3. Not going to go that time. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
The Timberwolves, 10.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell, and it's a 1. And George with the stuff.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now, here is George. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Los Angeles on D. Here's Russell. No points in the game yet for him. The basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now, here is George. And George with the stuff.
Ooh, the full reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. George against Edwards. Excellent D there from George.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Morris passes to Jackson. Back to Morris. Feeds to Jackson. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 8. Passes it to McDaniels. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just strive to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And the basket is good.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball. Zubats with it. Now defended by Gobert. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Leonard. Morris outside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. Out to Morris. He dishes it to George. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. And the dunk by Zubac.
A big man with a big finish.
Russell against Jackson. It's Russell with the drive. And the shot goes down. Russell's got 6.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Jackson has the open look. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers lead by 1. A chance now to send it up. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following 1-2. Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lewis going with. Wall and Powell for the guard set. Robert Covington out there with the 2. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up. I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Russell against Wall. Shoots the 3. And D'Angelo Russell with the 3. He's got 9.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Man can't hit. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Towns. Batum grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Man passes to Batum. Gobert with the block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Man. The kick out to Wall. Powell, the pass to Man. And he makes good on the layup.
More than willing to make the next pass. Powell Powell is a total team player.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Noel. Drills it from outside. Noel's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And Wall kicks to Powell. The Clippers again turning it over.
Minnesota basketball.
Minnesota's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And there's the pass to Anderson. Reed with it. Pass to Noel. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
Look at Norman Powell taking away that opportunity. He knows when to try his luck on defense.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Anderson passes to Prince. Here's Reed. Here's Noel. Powell with the steal. Out to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Covington launches a 3, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Timberwolves trail. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Noel passes to Reed, and the shot is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Passes to Man. Kicks it out to Covington. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Stolen away. One-on-one here. Here's Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It is great to see Wall back from those awful injuries, looking a lot stronger now.
Good on the second free throw.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Off on the layup. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Noel. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Batum. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell kicks to Covington. Here's Man, guarded by Reed. Here's Covington, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Beautiful shot from Robert Covington. He knows when to take the mid-range jumper.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Here's Anderson. Plays it up and banks it in. Anderson's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. He doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a top. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels at the small forward spot. Edwards against George. Edwards dishes to Towns. 5 on the clock. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson with it. Now defended by Gobert. Outside for George. Rebound, Minnesota. Russell looking it over. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Jackson passes to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Right side, Leonard. Back to George. Fires the three. George missing again.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And that drops, so they now lead by one.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. George against Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Leonard fires away from outside. And the Clippers miss again. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard, outside for Jackson, the three. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Towns, no luck.
Foul to the Timberwolves.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I think the mid-range game has been a go-to option for them in this game. And when it's working like it is for them, I see no reason to make a change.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. George against Edwards. Right side, Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Inside. Here's Morris. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. That's 10 points for Marcus Morris.
Important points for Morris. When he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson passes to George. Back to Zubac. Here's George. Out to Morris. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McDaniels with the ball. Leonard picks him up.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Outside Leonard. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Leonard stays with it.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Edwards drives in. Money.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
George against Edwards. And the call on the shot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the previous play constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you...
The ruling on the floor stands.
Players are moving.
Timeout.
And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Towns for three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. That was a fun.
Allie, take it away.
Well, Kawhi.
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. So the Clippers win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Jackson, pass to George. And the jam by George.
And we know George is a great shooter, but when he's attacking the rim like that, it gives this team a whole different attitude.
Outside Morant. The shake. And then Morant with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And the Clippers have possession. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Oh, stolen by Morant. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Good work defensively by Leonard. And here are the Clippers now. George, right side. Leonard against Jackson. Leonard can't get it to go.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Leonard outside. Back to George. Leonard outside. George outside. Banked it in off the glass. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. But the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years. They could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's George. Morris outside. Back to George. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes. George has got 7 points in the game.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's George. 7 points in the game. Knocks it loose. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morris. Clock at 6. Kicks it to George. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Misses the jumper. Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Morant against Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Fires the three. And Morant clears the board. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. Now here's George. Offensive board. The kick out to Morris. Can they get it? Leonard outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Morant with it. Guarded now by George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks from outside. That shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. George outside. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson, pass to George. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. "11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 4. And we'll get things. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies. Memphis leading. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. On target from range. Jackson's got 5 points. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Here's Bain. That that one a little long.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Ja Morant picks one up.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside for Brooks. From downtown. They get it back. Adams, the pass to Bain. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Right side Moran to the middle. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
George passes to Morris. Here's Jackson. To the inside. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Brooks with it. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Jackson gets the bucket.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Morant. The three is up. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the paint. Morris can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And stolen by Leonard. To the middle. Morris passes to Jackson. Now Leonard. George outside. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson down low. Pounded by Morant.
Making his presence known with that spot. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Back to Jackson. 1:03 left in the second. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he gets it back. Basket's good. And here are the Grizzlies now. They lead by 4. Pass to Bain. Adams with the ball. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
George against Bain. Jackson outside. Zubac passes to Morris. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Moran against Jackson. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor. For Memphis, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Pass to Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3-ball knocks it down from distance. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
The score, your Clippers 16, the Grizzlies 25.
You've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Strong performance by Jaren Jackson.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
On the court for Memphis, we've got Green. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Powell for 3. No luck on that one. The Grizzlies shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Clark. Inside. Outside for Green. On the wing, Conchar. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. So it's the Clippers now. 11-point game. Wall finds Covington. And the 3 off target.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Williams passes to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
And the second free throw is good. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There aren't too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Jones, the pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. Batum with the defensive effort. Pass to Wall. Covington up top. Williams defending. Covington passes to Batum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Williams, a screen on Wall. Jones, the pass to Williams. No good on the triple. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And the jam by Covington.
Oh, an athletic play by Covington. Running hard to stay ahead on the fast break.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Batum. And here's Wall. And it's Powell off the drive. The kick out to Wall. Here's Batum. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Now just a 5-point Memphis lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
For 3, Powell. Grizzlies with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Conchar. Wall covering. Pass to Williams. A shot to stop the drought. That shot is off. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Covington, and stolen by Williams. Here's Clark. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Williams passes to Clark. Now here's Wall. Batum outside. Back to Wall. Oh, deflected. Jones against Wall. Pass to Williams. On the wing, Green. In transition, here come the Clippers. Throws it up high. And they'll get another chance. And it's blocked by Clark. Wall against Jones. Now Williams. On the wing, Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Williams passes to Jones. Just 2 to shoot. And another miss by Memphis. Outside Covington. To the inside. And here's Batum. Ball for 3. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Jackson. Up top, George. Guarded by Bain. George, no good. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Morris outside. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, they get a hand on it. Well, Memphis shooting a nice 50% for the game. Morant finds Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson with it. On the wing, Bain. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. And the dunk by Jackson.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Brett, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Though Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Up top, Morris. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Morris has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with him.
George outside. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Jackson can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. George for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side, Moran. On the wing, Brooks. Outside for Moran. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The 15-footer, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. George outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to George. Zubats with a screen on Bain. The 3, George nails it from beyond the arc.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's the guy you trust to make big shots.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. This is anyone's game, so he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. And the shot's good.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
George against Bain. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Adams, the pass to Bain. And there's the foul. It's on even to Zubats. That's his first foul of the game. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Jackson against Moran. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Jackson.
Don't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Los Angeles has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. George against Bain. George, no good.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Jackson with it. Jackson in his pocket. Jackson pass to Brooks. No good with the triple.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. Nice work to rise up and secure that miss. Solid rebounding effort from him.
Adams up top. Outside Bain to the wing, right side. Jackson against Moran. Drives to the hoop. It's stolen by Leonard. Stolen by Bain. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how
come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad.
Got to tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Up top, Edwards. Adams covering. Brooks against Edwards. Oh, Adams with the block. Outside Morant.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. First team foul.
Russell. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And Morant drops them both. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Bain. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Jackson down low. Towns on him. Jackson can't get it to go. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bain. Outside for Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Russell. Shoots over Morant. That one rolls around and rims out.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And stolen by Edwards. Right side, Russell. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
A minute 31 left to play in the first. Brooks the pass to Moran. Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Outside Edwards. 59 seconds left in the opening quarter. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Out to the right wing. Moran against Russell. Outside Moran. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Jackson outside. Now here's Morant, guarded by Russell. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 4. And the second quarter is on. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. Russell against Morant. Back to Bain. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
The 3 from Russell. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Brooks the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Back to Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Moran. Here's Adams. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
And here's Morant outside. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Adams double team. And too long on the shot.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
McDaniels finds Russell. Now Towns. Nice move. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Towns. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Here's Adams. Outside for Moran. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Minnesota in the lead. 1:41 left in the second quarter. Russell to pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. And they double up Gobert. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Bain. Adams up top. Jackson outside. Outside Bain. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Russell. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
58 seconds left to play in the half. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot from inside. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Bain. And he drives in. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Edwards against Bain. Here's Russell. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Memphis trailing here. The drive by Morant. Pass to Adams. From deep, Bain. And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist from Bain. Bain's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Edwards. And that's not going to go.
Not easy escaping Adams' wingspan as a defender. His reach helps him stay on top of you.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Timberwolves ahead, up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Fairly even first couple of quarters. This second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Nas Reed. Then there's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Back to Prince. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Noel.
Blocked. A tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Pass to Conchar. For the lead, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, John Conchar, taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Second free throw, no good.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 36% for the game. Not great. You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Timeout call, Memphis. Jones with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Uses the glass on the layup.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. He takes it in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Williams. Oh, sweet move. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's Anderson. Clark grabs the board. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Williams passes to Jones. Williams with the screen. Jones drives in. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Jones.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Reed. Good D by Clark. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Down low. For the lead. The kick out to Williams. There's the triple. Kept alive. Outside Jones. Outside Green.
Timberwolves foul. Torian Prince. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute 53 left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Jones. 5 on the clock. They shoot again. Clark, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy basket.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Jones in the post. Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Anderson against Williams. Anderson inside. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And Clark with a block. Anderson against Williams. And here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Inside. Here's Anderson. Solid defense from Williams. Memphis leading. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Green. Launches it. Drops in the three.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Here's Prince. To the middle. And stolen by Green. Here's Williams. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in it to 5 down low. And then Morant with the dunk.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Memphis.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
Edwards can't hit.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's Jackson. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Towns. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
2 points. That one goes.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Nice move. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Edwards against Bain. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And both free throws good for Edwards. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Morant against Russell. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And then Morant with the dunk. Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
The 3 from Russell. Brooks with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
To the paint. Jackson. Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. Jackson with it.
by Jackson.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Gobert. This one for 3. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got 4 rebounds now. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels finds Edwards. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Russell against Moran. Taken away. Gobert against Brooks. Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Outside Moran. Over to the wing. Jackson against Towns. Jackson gets the bucket.
By that time, he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Outside Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
On the wing, Bain. Gobert against Adams. And here's Morant outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. To the left side wing. Towns finds McDaniels. Back to Towns. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this... Morris and we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. Now Zubac. Over Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's George. Morris outside. Kicks it out to Jackson for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
It's Edwards on the wing. Five to shoot. Outside McDaniels. From deep three-point range. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The kick out to Morris. Fires in the triple.
Good vision. Good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot. Finds an open man.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either 4 spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
George against Russell. Back to George. Jackson outside. Morris passes to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the block. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Creative at finding ways to draw fouls. Leonard takes pleasure in getting them to overcompensate.
2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Back to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That puts him in the lead.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Jackson, pass to George. Back to Jackson. Second chance shot for 3. George. Rebound Minnesota.
He make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate and playing smart basketball.
Now here's Jackson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Morris can't hit. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards finds Anderson. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. The shot by Russell, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Morris passes to Jackson. George with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Morris with it. Kicks it out to Jackson. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Jackson on the wing. Up top, George. Beyond the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Clock at 4. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
George against Edwards. Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Outside McDaniels. Off target with the 3. Now Los Angeles with it. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. George finds Jackson. Back to George. And he gets that one. George has got his first points of the game.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Here's Edwards. Unable to get that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to George. Now Zubac. Back to George. And here's Jackson. Here's Zubac. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 5 now.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Tries the spin move. Edwards, a pass to Anderson. McDaniels against Leonard. The 3 from Russell. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
George outside. From behind the arc. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing to the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
George against Edwards. Here's Jackson. Not going to go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Edwards finds Anderson. The kick out to Edwards. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
McDaniels against Leonard. Here's Jackson. The kick out to Morris from outside the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Russell, the pass to Anderson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. George outside. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it to George. It's blocked by Gobert. And stolen by Leonard. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And there's the drive. Back to George. To end the drought. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
He shoots. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3.
The Clippers, 13.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Here's George. 3 seconds left. And another shot. And the officials call goaltending. So they'll award the basket.
Bringing the intensity on the glass, and Paul George is out there. He's going to give it his all.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Minnesota in the lead. Here's McLaughlin. To the right side. Hey, puts up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside wall. For the lead. It's rebounded by Moore. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The officials saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Nick Batum.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Clippers trail. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Wall, the pass to Covington. This for the tie! It's rebounded by Moore. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Noel. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Oh, and Reed with a block. Noel drives in. And a strong finish with two hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. On the take. Outside Covington. Batum, right side. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
He hits the second from the line. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Noel. Now covers. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Second team.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Wall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Batum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Noel. He has 6. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the wing, right side.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reed. Second shot opportunity. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Clippers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. The open shot by Wall. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel. Right wing. Here's Moore. From outside, off the mark. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just around 26% for the game. Covington passes to Powell. Back to Covington. Pass to Powell. Covington inside. And it's in. Off the glass. Covington's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Here's Noel. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this season.
Powell outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Noel. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And that's good as he hits both shots. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. It's George on the wing. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3. George has got 10 points.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Here's Noel. 10 points for him. Pass to Russell. Rejected by George. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find a guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 31% in the game. George outside. Lets the three fly. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. Edwards can't hit.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And the jam by George.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Edwards against George. And here's Edwards. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Morris outside. George against Edwards. Nice shot by George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. George against Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert passes to Edwards. Misses from short range. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Zubats. George against Edwards. Morris for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Outside Anderson. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Morris finds Jackson. George outside. Jackson with it. Morris passes to Leonard. Good on the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
The 3 from Russell. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That was on Anderson.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Up top, Edwards. George defending. And Edwards slams it in.
Just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Lets it fly. It's stolen. And here they come. Here's Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
That couldn't have gone better for them. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off with style.
Edwards against George. Morris, a screen on Edwards. The 3, George. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. .07 left in the fourth. The offensive rebound. Zubats. Pass to George. From downtown. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Stolen stolen by Jackson.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Russell against George. McDaniels with it. Shot on the wing. Another shot outside for Russell. Over Jackson. Clock at 6. Goes back up. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Stand with it, and Gobert with the high-flying tip-off.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. George for 3. George with another miss. Outside Edwards. And he's going for the lob. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Even early on in this game, they...
Game, both teams boast a lot of depth and can try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Well, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And here's George for three. They grab their own miss. Out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Driving in, the feed to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant against Jackson, and it's Morant missing. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And the rejection by Jackson. And then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And here are the Grizzlies now, after the Clippers pick up 2. Jackson finds Bain. The tray. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Out to Morris. Back to George. It's stolen by Adams. George against Bain. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats the Zubac.
And Morant really showed he's got such insane athleticism.
Outside, George. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Jackson passes to Adams. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. It's rebounded by Memphis. The 3 from Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. There's the pass to Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is part of Morant's role as a guard. He's responsible for finding the open man.
Morris outside. Passes it to Zubac. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Brooks with no one around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Morris, and the rejection by Jackson. Bain passes to Morant. Back to Bain. Jackson from long range. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside for George. Jackson passes to George. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you. The option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
It's Morant with the drive. Here's Adams. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks...
The previous play is under review.
The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it...
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Morant with it. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
It's George on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got his second basket of the night.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And a wide open look for Bain. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bain's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now George, he has 5.
And that was a little bit of a range check.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Jackson kicks to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out to Morant. Lock at 6. Back to Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Pass to Morant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Bain passes to Adams. Back to Bain. Jackson kicks to Morant. And then Morant cramps it in.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Outside, Bain. And the Grizzlies get it back. Brooks finds Bain. Now here's Morant for 3. No good, shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Morant surveying the D. Adams outside. Dishes it to Jackson. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by George.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. Morris kicks to Leonard. Out to Morris. 5 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. Morris trying to free himself up.
Putting that 7-5 wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Just 3 to shoot. 3 from the inbound. A second chance effort. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. The pass to Jackson. And another shot. Morris finds Leonard. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Morris. A floater. That shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The drive by Payne. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And so,
Your Grizzlies 22, the Clippers 15.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. The quick crossover, what a move. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Driving the lane. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Jones, the pass to Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Jones against Wall. Left side, Jones. And he uses the glass on the lane. Jones has got his first basket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Back to Powell. Conchar pulls it in. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Williams with the ball. Now Covington defending. With the drive. Conchar, good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Covington finds Wall. Powell for 3. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Batum dishes to Powell. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Going to high school in the L.A. area. Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of P.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Pass to Clark. Outside Williams. Back to Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. It's stolen by Wall. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with another miss. Jones with it. Now Covington defending. Back to Clark. And the layup's good off the glass. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters to help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. The putback, Grizzlies with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Clippers trail by 15. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He rifled that one in from distance.
And this is the shot Batum has down. He's confident in his long-range ability.
Jones against Wall. Jones kicks to Williams. Pass to Concho. Shot clock at 5. Back to Williams. Launches it. Knocks down the 3-ball. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. And we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Memphis finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here is Brooks. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Out to Brooks. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound here tonight. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bain, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
George, way outside. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Jackson passes to Morant. Into the lane. There's the dish to Adams.
Well, if you pull players on who they think is the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for Memphis, Steven Adams. 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Clippers trail by 14. A 3 from George. Brooks grabs the board. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large shooter.
Leonard against Bain. Outside for Jackson. A 3-pointer off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And George with the stuff.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Outside, Bain. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside, Jackson. Back to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the Clippers. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
and they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
George, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Morant outside. And Adams kicks to Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. Outside, Payne. A three-pointer, no good.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. Jackson finds George. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Payne looking around. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Brooks in the corner. Morant with a wide open look. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers trail by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Memphis.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But, in particular, a real good game it was for Desmond Bane.
He was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard, the pass to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson from long range. Morant with some nice D. Memphis with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Jackson. Morant kicks to Brooks. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good. All right, David, good job.
It's the story of my life.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Adams, shot's good.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
Now here's Russell. Top of the key. Towns finds Russell. Shot clock at 5. Inside. The kick out to Edwards. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. About a minute into this first quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. Takes a 3. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now Bane. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bain. And stolen by Gobert. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Outside Russell. To the wing on the left. The kick out to Edwards. And stolen by Bain. Russell against Morant. Now here's Adams. Jackson on the wing. Outside Bain. All sorts of time. And that one's long.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Pass to Adams. Bain with it. Right side Morant. Russell with the rebound. Edwards with it, guarded by Morant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
Morant against Russell. And then Morant with the dunk.
When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's McDaniels. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Morant against Edwards. Jackson down low. Here's Adams. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McDaniels gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Make some noise for your Grizzlies team.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. 6 to shoot, and it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
McDaniels can't hit.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Back to Adams. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Jackson. Knocked away. Back to Bain. And stolen by Edwards. Here we go, one-on-one. Towns passes to McDaniels. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Gobert. Adams grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
To the inside. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Jackson with a screen on Russell. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Morant. Driving to the basket. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Morant's got his third basket on the night right there. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. The Grizzlies pull it in. There's a minute 40 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Russell against Brooks. Russell into the lane. The kick out to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 5.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis trailing here. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Russell. 55 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And stolen by Morant. Jackson outside. Brooks left side. And stolen by Gobert. To the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Timeout called. Memphis. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Edwards. And it's Bane with the rebound.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Jackson, pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. The three. It doesn't go for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jordan McLaughlin. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the 2. Here's Jones, lays it up and banks it in.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
On the wing, Noel. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Jones in the post. Outside, Williams. Clark finds Williams. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Conchar, good. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Down low. Here's Prince. Good D by Clark. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. And here is Williams. And Williams punches it home.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now Anderson. Good D by Clark. Left side Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Anderson for 3. Knocks down the triple. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Outside, Williams. And he converts the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Timberwolves trail. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. here is Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Noel. The Grizzlies pull it in. Inside, here's Clark. Lays it up and banks it in. Clark's got his first points of the night.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. To the inside. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Jones finds Williams. Here he goes. And Williams punches it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Prince. Green covering. Back to Noel. Fires from deep. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-5 run. Pass to Conchar. There's 42 seconds left in the third. 4-3. McLaughlin with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Here's Noel. That one's wide left. Memphis leading. With the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Prince can't hit.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies out in front. Up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket. He knew what to do with it once it was there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Minnesota's shooting about 41%. Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pure from three-point range.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Timeout call. Memphis. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep throwing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Okay, thanks, Allie. Back to Jackson. Williams on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Here's McDaniels. Takes it inside. Outside for Russell. Beyond the arc. And he can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And then Morant with the dunk.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Morant finds Bain. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Outside McDaniels. Bain against Edwards. Changes up, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morant against Russell. Morant with it. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Morant against Russell. On the wing, Bain. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Jackson pass to Bain. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Russell. Gobert on the high post. Back to Russell. 1:07 left to play in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Outside to Russell. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Gobert. The rebound by Jackson.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Morant. Adams with the ball. It's Williams, high post. Jackson, pass to Bain. Fires it from 18. That one off the back iron and out.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
It's tipped. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gobert, no good. Williams finds Bain. Now here's Jackson. And so the Grizzlies take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And that's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our